Brad Teare, and tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about breaking a metal block. I have this canvas ready to go, and you can see it's a pretty nice composition. I put a grid on there. I stained the canvas previously with a red oxide, and then I sketched in with, it looks like probably a burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. But at this point, for some reason, I just sort of locked up. I just found it very difficult to proceed beyond this point. So what I did was I just got a pad of paper and wrote down the steps that I need to proceed to get a good painting. Off to the side of my easel, I have an accumulation of old canvases, and by and large they're not canvases I want to frame and put in a gallery, but some of them have elements that are quite nice. This has a successful barn in it, so when I paint my barn, I'm gonna set this up off to the side, and as I paint it, I want to refer to this barn, and it'll give me the confidence I need to proceed. Now this has some nice greens in it, but primarily I wanted to look at the sky. I want to put some clouds in that sky, and this cloud has a lot of oranges and yellows in it. So when I paint the sky, I'll look at this canvas. I think the thing I'm worried about on this painting that I'm going to be painting tonight is that my greens, they're quite green. We had a very wet year where I live, and sometimes very green vegetation is hard to paint. So you want to get a lot of bits of broken color here. Now I've got some reds coming through. That's probably a burnt sienna, and a lot of other colors kind of coming through the greens. I also kept my darks in my trees quite warm, and I think I'll want to follow that. So again, as I paint, when I glance over at this painting and see how I've successfully completed that section of the painting, it'll give me a little boost and help me break through this metal block. The first thing here I want to do is mix up a nice yellowy light for the clouds. I check it just by putting it up to that. It's a little too yellow maybe. No, some places are yellow enough, but looks pretty good. So this is a little bit of phthalo blue and titanium white, and this is ultramarine blue with a little bit of white. The red I'm using is just a cad red. So basically I've matched these colors to my painting, and they look pretty good. Now I could go in and start modeling a lot of these strokes, but I think I'm going to leave that for later, because sometimes if you start modeling the strokes at this point, you'll get it either too flat or too textured, and I want to adjust those textures to balance these textures in these other parts. The reason I make a list is to break things down and to simplify the steps to a good painting. I find that if I can just organize those steps in my mind as I proceed, it just helps me and gives me the confidence to go step by step.